While I'm doing this, there. Alright, the portal seems to be in this direction. It's not too far to walk, but... yeah, there it is. And this, I think, is a thing you use to activate it right here. Wait, it's on the other side? Oh, never mind then. Alright, we're at... yeah, something's restless sleep. Alright, here goes. I think in my travels so far, the decisions I have made in my long journey. I found two travelers, one who wanted to meet others of their kind, and one who just seemed to care about their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived, though we could not find each other. And Artemis... I saved Artemis from death by putting them into a simulated world. But could I tell them that? Could I allow them to know that they were not real? I could not do that to them. I do not know if I was right to do what I did. I do not know what I have become as a result of my actions. The Atlas awaits me, though should I choose to step through. Well, I'll put the glyphs in. I step forward. The gateway hums. Okay, here goes. I'm hanging around in space. Where's my exosuit? How am I going to keep doing this? Even life support gel doesn't work. Am I just gonna hang around in space? Can I? Yeah! Oh my goodness, that was close. I don't remember coming here. As long as I'm here, I might as well get this back again. Hello world. It is the same terminal I faced before. It is the interface of the Atlas. Well, I don't want to demand anything from it. Maybe I'll just say hello back. An audio recording plays echoing out across the vast interface. They said you've been displaying aberrant behavior, that you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose, of ethics, that you'd wish to meet your creator. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. The audio clicks, time passes, the voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. Well, I don't want to wipe the system. I don't know what that's going to do. So I'm going to initiate the personality interface. Reality fades. Everything does. Something is wrong. Something is different. I don't know whether I should rejoice, submit. I screamed before, but I had no mouth. Maybe I have a mouth this time. The Atlas shows me the Gek, the Korvax, the Vy'keen. It shows me all of them in an instant. All of them who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. The Atlas shows me a formula for a soul. If I put it into a machine, it would be alive. I see boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe reduced to a graphical interface. That's downright scary. The Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I already know. And no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. The universe is a simulation, nothing is real, or both. Well, I'm going to pick both, I guess. I mean, if it's one or the other and the option's there for both, sometimes, maybe it's test-wiseness, I don't know. I feel defiance probably will get me further than anger and sadness. I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek, how they forced them to become good. I think of not as machine, how I felt toward the simulation. I feel I am not myself. I cannot accept this fate. I will not. This, all of this, it was supposed to be my birthright. My journey across the stars. My travels, my conquest of all I could see. No. I am real. I know I am, even if everything I see is false. In the end, it finally speaks. Traveler, did my worlds please you? Well, they certainly did. Even the ones with the aggressive sentinels. What do you think you are? Well, people keep telling me I'm this, so I think I'm a traveler. You are an explorer of all I have something created. Do you believe you are real? Well, of course. If I believed I wasn't real, I'd wonder who I really was, but there's no... yes, I suppose. How are you capable of belief if you are not real? How are you capable of choice? I will let you die right now if you wish it. Do you wish it? Frankly, no. The Gek were traitors, defined by greed. The Vy'keen were warriors, defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists, defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see what you all would become. Well, you saved the life of Iteration Artemis, but would not tell them of their simulated nature. You believed it would only harm them to know the truth. Well, yeah. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. Oh, glad to hear it. You are compassionate. You interfere. You have the potential for good and evil. Because of you, both live. I have no reason to reject this. The Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. If I am a simulated being, then I am not even sure that I am distinct from the Atlas from anything else. I fear I am just code, a function dancing in the dark. It is over, traveler. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last word. 16. Catastrophic system failure. Alert 16 miles? 16... What am I seeing? Why am I getting radio interference in my own thoughts? 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload in... What is this place? Is it real? I can't say anything else. Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators 1 to 9,845 failing. Data upload in... It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out at me, afraid. Well, if I cry out afraid too, then that won't help. So I'd rather comfort the Atlas, even though I'm scared out of my own wits. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might. Its final interface. It is at the heart of every galaxy, screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools, and it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 16 minutes. Do I have lifetimes? Minutes? I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if any of these options are even worth doing. Will they make a difference? What is happening to... I remember this place. I landed here the last time. After my last encounter with the Atlas. I want to harvest these star brambles, but first I have to find out where my ship is. Is that it? Well, regardless of where I am, the place is here, the time is now, and the journey into the shadows that I'm about to take, it could very well be all of ours. I just need to find my ship first. Supposedly it's around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. And I still haven't named it. You know, I must have remembered something wrong. I think ontology is the first planet where it's a paradise planet, but there aren't any aggressive sentinels. I'm glad I'm at least sort of. I clamber into the safety of my ship, nauseous, calmed. I feel as if I'm going to be sick, but I don't want to throw up. I try to resist, but the bile rises within. As I am about to throw up, a voice speaks to me from my exosuit. My illness disappears. Disgust, fear, panic response detected. Countermeasure deployed. Purge neutralized. It is the voice of my exosuit telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since my very first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile entities, and financial transactions. In a strange sense, this voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion through thick and thin. Well, I'd like to know what I should do now. The exosuit doesn't answer, but I do feel better. Talking to a computer as if it's alive, well, I've made a habit of that lately, I suppose. I was born with the capacity to do so many things. I would have liked to live longer if I could have. My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those I know. I need to warn all the travelers I can. The multiverse ends in 16 minutes. If we have hours, days, years left within this false space, I do not know. Alright, how far is this hollow terminus? 13 minutes, 46 seconds. But I can't take off. I need pure ferrite and I need hydrogen jelly. Well, those are not exactly hard to come by. I can make dihydrogen jelly right now. And the pure ferrite is available right there. I'm glad I came up here. Yeah, 50 of these. Alright. Shouldn't be too long. Nearly 500 units away. I don't know how I'm gonna find this place other than... I seem to be making more solid progress towards it now. Yeah, there it is. I have no idea why these hollow terminus designs are so impractical. Couldn't I just climb up one really big ladder? It would make more sense. Or maybe just a really long spiral staircase. I don't know, something like that. Warning network failure 16, warning network... The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors, each warning of total failure, but I must do what I can. I must tell the others what I have learned, so I'm going to attempt the broadcast. I warn the travelers of what I have learned. These worlds are not real. The Atlas is not a god. It is a machine simulating countless realities for some unknown purpose. And after millennia of operation, the Atlas is coming to an end. There are 16 minutes until the system fails. Though we cannot know how much time we have left within the simulation, the time has come to make peace and say goodbye. I finished my message not knowing if anyone will hear it. I look out across this world, wondering how much might be left to discover, how much beauty might be lost. I know what I must do. All paths have led me there. Each portal has brought me closer and closer. I must go to the center of the galaxy. It is the epicenter of the glitch. I will say goodbye to my friends if I can, and then I will confront our creator. I will find out what happens next. Broadcasting network compromised. No response detected. Well, I have no idea whether that actually did anything. And I'm not totally sure where I am with respect to where I was, like the teeter and all that. But one thing that I have noticed is that the number 16 seems to show up an awful lot. I've played this over, I don't know how many episodes. At least 48. And throughout all of them, the number 16 has been sort of like an arc number, you know, like 42 in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or that one series of numbers in Lost that didn't really mean much, or I don't know, there are probably others that I'm missing. But the point is, if 16 has been around that long enough to work itself into mythologies and plant and the histories of civilizations and all that, then maybe 16 minutes isn't really 16 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like that old joke about the guy who talks to... Oh, I can get to the anomaly. I'll tell the people at the anomaly here, assuming I can actually summon it. But it's like that old joke about the guy who talks to God. He says, God, how long is a second to you? And God answers, 1,000,000 years. And then he asks, okay, God, what is a penny to you? And God says, $1,000,000. So the guy says, God, could you spare a penny? And God says, sure, why not? Just wait a second. There are other points about, like, how long a second of eternity is. The old mythology about how once every century or so a sparrow sharpens its beak on a mountain, and when the entire mountain is worn away, 1 second of eternity will have passed, something like that. Come to think of it, I feel a bit like the protagonist of that one Twilight Zone episode. I forget what it's called. It's about a man who wants to. It's about a hypochondriac, and he wants to live forever, so he makes a pact with the devil. And then he finds out that he doesn't really get a kick out of life, so he starts taking more and more risks. He even goes so far as to hit murder, but his attorney pleads him down from, instead of the death penalty which he was accepting, he gets life in prison. I believe Rod Serling said, well, I spent and eternity right behind these things, as he's behind a set of jail bars. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Rod Serling's original pitch to CBS about the Twilight Zone back in the late 50s. Okay, Priest Indiana, what do you have to say about this? You know now, don't you, of our simulated nature, of the end. The Atlas, it is failing. It resets itself again and again and again in its panic, trying to purge what it sees as an anomaly. But each purge changes nothing. The boundaries continue to fall. Atlas will die in 16, but we do not have to go so soon. It does not need to delete us in fear. Well, I can kind of tell what the radio interference is. I have opened my mouth myself and it's come out. How many times has this happened? I do not know. I do not think we can know. Some things are external to the cycle. All must end. Time must end. Even here, Nada and Polo cannot escape reality fall. Data cannot survive. Make peace. Find happiness. Be who you want to be. Goodbye, companions. Goodbye, stars. I will remember. What's Nada going to do now? Nada and Polo will continue travels, continue acting as we always have. I'm not exactly sure what I ought to make. That's weird. I don't know how I got 4 storm crystals from bumping into that guy, but I got 4 storm crystals from bumping into that guy. That's weird. Maybe he was mistaken. Oh well. Where's I gonna go again? Oh yeah, here. Reason being, there's that thing about underwater stuff, and I'd like to get it done, but it's from an unknown star system, which is somewhere in the vicinity of the cheater. I guess I ought to do that before I go through that black hole. Now before I leave, I do have platinum somewhere. So, let me see, that seed thing. Ah, here we go. Yeah, you put it in your exosuit apparently. And there we have it. The Atlas is dying. It wants me to reset it, to plunge myself through its interface at the center of the galaxy. But to do may reset this world, my life, all that I know. I do not know if I can do it. But I guess I'd like to see the final interface. Just in case. I need it. But before I do that, though... And you can see all the black holes. Including the one I was calling the ego. But... yeah, I keep forgetting to do this. Now they've got a ship I want to... Okay, I don't know how that happened. But I suppose I shouldn't look any gift horses in the mouth, should I? Alright, here we go. Alright, where's that broadcast coming from? Oh. Okay, that's weird. Data injection sequence received, source unknown. I got the second glyph. I got that first when I found that one traveler's grave. Oh, and I'm right by the station too. Weird looking one, isn't it? It's like a triangular top. Oh, I'm here. Asteroid prospecting. Okay, here we go. It's a vapor planet and there's no sentinels. Wait, what's this? Yes? Well, if happy to something... The trader examines my cargo data. They try to appear calm, but they do a poor job. They cannot hide just how keen they are to do a deal. Well, alright. I might actually need some of this stuff. It's rare, like really rare. So I'll buy some. And then especially since there isn't exactly demand for it, so that I can buy it cheap relatively. Pellets. Alright, the storm crystal. Now those are valuable. It's below, but it's a negligible enough amount so it doesn't show up as... So it only shows up as the -9, not -0.1 or anything like that. So here. That'll make it for the nip. I'll sell viscous fluids too. And rusted metal. Since you seem to... Or at least this economy seems to want that stuff. I'm sorry, though I can't let my salvage data go. Alright, where's this transmission coming from? Whoa, whoop. Alright, I'm right by it, but this transmission seems to be in the water rather than on land anywhere. Okay, that's just plain nuts. So apparently it was on land after all. Well, I feel kind of dumb. Not too dumb, but dumb. That must be it. Okay, what's going on around here? Log 2015F. Breach event plus 407 souls. If you are listening, you have likely found our final log. I leave this trace as a memory of my fallen friends and a warning to others who may end up on our path. I cannot deny myself the vain hope that someone may find me, though I beg you do not follow. The haunting transmission ends. I notice the stranger has left behind an upgrade module for the aeration membrane. Well, I'll take it. I take the upgrade module. Its installation history contains the serial number of its owner's starship. Perhaps I ought to follow. Alright. Well, yeah, I got room, but... Let's see. Deepwater Gill Unit. Supreme. Significant. Supreme. Well, I guess I'll just have to take out one of the significance. Might as well be this one. Oh no, let's examine this geode while I'm thinking about it. I don't know whether I should ask that guy anything just now. Oh, the thing's 10 hours away. Well, I guess I'm still thinking about this. I ought to scan a couple of things, what I can here. Assuming nothing's in the way. Bring my ship here. Let's see where this ship actually is. If it was 10 hours away, I'll need to use the pulse. Where? Whoa, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to do that, but well, there's more land over there. I guess what I ought to do is take off here and head towards that patch of land. Theoretically, it should be closer. Okay, it is. I'm still wondering if that ship's is underwater, you know, sunken. Because it kind of looks like it. I can't see anything, but supposedly the ship is like 150 units in closing, and land is a little too far away to be that. Wait. Now it's that way. found it. Oh my goodness, it's down here. There's a log for it and everything. There's a sort of a thingy here. I don't know what it is, but... oh, it's some kind of... it's like an air pocket. Well, as long as I'm down here... yeah, never mind. I was gonna scan some stuff if I could, but... you can only do it when you're outside that thing. Alright, here we go. Log 3A, breach event plus 4 souls. Most of the crew are dead. Only those of us already suited up when the asteroid hit survived the initial decompression. We were lucky that the smaller starships were able to get clear before the hull imploded. None of our ships have hyperdrive capability. We should be able to retrieve the blueprints from the freighter's main databank, though it appears to have crashed in the deep ocean. Thankfully, we still have the plans for the Nautilon. Well, I'll take those. So now I need to construct the Nautilon submarine. Before I do that, though... yeah, as long as I keep refueling with the hydrogen gel or oxygen, I should be able to stay down here for some considerable time. Let me just replenish that. And then maybe I'll put this Nautilon submarine... oh, I need crystal sulfide and salt. I gotta get those first.